So in this recording I am going to show you how you can use the Greyhound Card software to find Dutch selections using some of the latest information that I've put into the cards, and how you can make up to 50% or more of your stake by selecting 4 runners using the information provided in the cards. So stay tuned and let's get on with it. Hello, so this video is about Dutching. Now I haven't probably done a Dutching video for a while, and I thought I'd do another one because we seem to be talking about it a little bit at the moment. And so in this video we're going to talk about how you can use some of the different ratings, because the last Dutching video I done, probably we only had half the ratings in the video, so I wanted to do one with the latest ratings and see how we can use them. So the classic way of doing Dutching within the Greyhound race cards is using the COW column. So if we sort this from highest to lowest, we would normally use these four runners, 2, 1, 3 and 6, and we would leave out 4 and 5. So if we went over to, now I tend to, for Dutching I use BetAngel, but there are other ways you can do it. Obviously you can do it manually, but it's easy to show in BetAngel as well. So if we go across to BetAngel and 2, 1, 3, 6, so we're going 2, 1, 3 and 6. Now as you can see, we wouldn't be able to do this race because we have got 3 of the favourites, and they're so low in price, and even 6 that they're not showing any profit. Now we are 11 minutes out from the race, so I'm not going to worry too much about that at the moment, but you can see that, you know, sometimes the prices are wrong, but we're going to see those prices change in the next 10 minutes when we come back to the race and have a look at it, and we will discuss more about that a bit later. But if we look at this race, we can make a couple of decisions on it. Now the first decision is that we've actually got 2 ones are 2, 3, whereas we'd normally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, but we can still use these as the top ones. It's not a major problem. Now other people that use the rank, the all column and the rank numbers in here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could argue that we could go that way instead, which is 3, 2, 6, 1, which I think is pretty similar to what we've got anyway. 3, 2, 6, 1. So it's the same. So that's an actual good thing, that they both are selecting the same runner. Now you could also use the QRT column, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would change the order. I don't often use the QRT column for Dutches, and then there's the QS column, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't often use that as well, but again it gives you a slightly different range. You could use the top 4 in the RS column, but often in the RS column you have to make a decision on which runner to use, because like here you've got 4 7s, so you probably want to only use races where it's very clear what the top 4 are, and you wouldn't have to make choices. So if that one was 6, we know that we'd just be on those, but because it's 7 we have to decide, would we use this one as well. So there are a couple of things. So we go back to the chance of winning column. We also want to know, I think, that this trap here, the highest trap winner is in it as well, and again it's the trap with the highest chance of winning. They're not always the same, because one is from All Course Data and this one is from just distance 500 class A3, that kind of thing. So it's based on more specific information, whereas this one is overall how which trap wins the most, and it's 19%, so it's a little bit higher than that. And the lowest is trap 5 at 13%, so it's kind of a range is slightly higher and lower. So we want to be on 1, 2, 3 and 6. So basically you could clarify in other ways as well. We've already done that with 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the all ratings column. I sometimes like to see PSR1 as one of the selections as well, and again it's in chance of winning because that's always a good way of finding winners. And I mean, it would be nice if QRT1 was in there, but QS rank 1 is in there, so another couple of indications that you've got some good runners within this specific race. And we've got a Y rating of 3, which is reasonably good, and another one there. So I think we've got some good runners here, and that's probably reflective of the price. But you can see we're starting to get into profit now. As we're getting closer to the race, the prices are sorting themselves out, and we've got 77% of the book, and we're making 30% profit on our stake of £1. So that's kind of what we need to look at, is decide whether we're happy with the book value, whether we're happy with the selections. Well, I'm reasonably happy with the selections. We're possibly going to be on the favourite. It depends on Joyce Bolger, I suppose, but at the moment we're on the favourite there, which is always another bonus if you can be on the favourite and still make some profit. So what I'll come do is I'll pause the video and I'll come back in a few minutes, because we're still 7 minutes out, and then we'll have a look at the actual race and see what happens. Okay, so we are now 3 minutes out from the start of the race, and as you can see, our profit has been rising. I think it actually went up a bit higher than that, actually 50 pence, or 50% of the book, or 50% of the stake, I mean. You can see that I'm still not sure we're going to be on the favourite here at the moment. It's obviously against these two, and it's always risky when you're not on the favourite. So I'm always worried about it, but it's kind of like these two are so close together, it probably doesn't matter that much. One of them, we are pretty close on the favourite. We've still got 2 minutes to go, but I don't think there's going to be a lot between these prices. So let's have a look at the actual race. Okay, so they're parading, so it looks like it's going to go off on time. We haven't got the video feed yet, though. We may not get that until a minute before the race, which is pretty soon. So yeah, we are. I mean, there is nothing in these two runners. So if you took the lay price, then we'd be on the favourite. And we're pretty much. I mean, they're going to be so close, these two. It would be difficult, probably. We'll see in the next minute. I'm just trying to reload this race to see if it comes on. Sometimes they come on really. Oh, here we go. So sometimes this happens where the video goes a bit weird, but there you go. So they're going over to load. It looks like we are definitely on the favourite now. If we go back to if we go back to the screen, we're close to 50% of our stakes, so that's pretty good. So yeah, again, we're pretty much on the favourite, so that's a good sign. I mean, the second favourite could win. There's no truth, but they're just about to go behind now. We've got 46 seconds. So I'm going to place this bet. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then what you should see, that it shows up here in a minute. There we go. So there's our bets. They've all been placed. There's always a slightly difference on what you'll win on each runner. But this is going to go off on time, this race. So I'm going to make 60 we got a 67% of the book, which isn't too bad. We are on the favourite. We're not on the second favourite, which you could argue is not great, but we are on the other reasonably good one. So they're just about to go in now. I have to be careful with showing so much of this race, by the way, because otherwise it gives me all sorts of trouble with YouTube and that. So I'm not going to show this. Well, I'll show the start, and then I'll just see how they go off, and then I'll kind of cut it for a minute, and then we'll go back. So the race has gone off, everything's shut down, and they're off. So I'm just going to pause for a second. So this is always good. We're on 1, 3 and 6, and 1, 3 and 6 are in the front. So unless 4 comes out of from nowhere, I think we've got 1. Yeah, we got 1. So we won that one. And so we made 50%, pretty close to 50% of our stake on that run. So that's not bad. And that's how you can do a Dutch. And obviously, you know, there are different ways you can do it. But that's how we do it with the Greyhound race card software. And so I hope you found that interesting. And I'll see you in the next video. If you're watching this on YouTube, as always, please give me a thumbs up and, you know, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon and go, hey, Malcolm, how you doing? And all the rest of it. Anyway, see you soon. Bye-bye.